We are Real Rock 97.7 QLZ. Online at WQLZ.com.
What's going on? It's Katie with 97.7 QLZ, and with me I've got Matt Hefe. I love saying your last name. It's so much fun. Of Trivium.
Thank you so much for having me.
Oh
it was
my God,
an amazing
you're so
show today.
welcome.
Amazing show today.
Dude, you had an amazing show in Springfield.
That was the craziest show of the entire U.S. for that run.
Really?
It was ridiculous. Yeah,
What made it so nuts?
We just have the best fans in Springfield, I guess.
Yeah.
It was ridiculous. We had to stop the show multiple times out of handedness in a good way.
Yeah.
So we loved it. We felt at home there. And actually, I grew up in Arlington Heights as a kid.
Oh, okay.
Lived in Chicago as a teenager. So
Okay.
it's always good to be in Illinois.
Well, that area, I mean, Springfield loves you guys. After you
it's
left, they're like, bring them back,
crazy.
bring them
Let's
back.
do it.
Oh
We're
my
in.
goodness, yes,
Let's
let's
do it.
make it happen.
So we're in.
It was such a great show, and it was so cool. You had this like massive circle pit, and like I've never seen such a huge circle pit in that size venue.
It was good. That's a big thing with us. It's like whether we're playing a giant festival with like 60 or 100,000 people, we're playing a club with 1,000 people, we're putting on the same show. So
Yeah.
we're putting that same energy no matter what.
I can definitely attest to that. I've seen you in different levels of the banddom.
Awesome.
It's the best way to say it. I've seen you at festivals, individual shows, and you put on just this hardcore, balls to the wall, in your face show every time.
Absolutely.
And you're one of those bands, I think, that you can see you over and over again, and you're not getting the same show, but you're getting that same energy.
Absolutely. That's the key. I mean, we love what we do. I've been in the band since I was 12 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like we've got our game down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, since you've been in Trivium for that long,
Yeah.
I mean, wow, that's a while.
Yeah.
If you could not leave Trivium, but if you could play with any other group of guys besides the group of guys that you have, who would you pick?
What's so awesome for me is I've been working on a side project like a black metal band for years called
Okay.
Mrityu, MRITYU. And one of my all-time heroes in my life, Ishan from Emperor, the black metal band from Norway, he's going to be producing it, and he's been co-writing on it. So yeah, that. And it's
Okay.
awesome, and I'm getting to live it, so it's really cool.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, Silence in the Snow came out in October?
Yes.
October. And on this album, you did a lot of singing, which is not the normal Trivium thing.
Yeah, we've bounced back and forth. I mean, our first and second record were screaming and singing. Our third record, we actually was all singing. Fourth, half and half. Fifth, half and half. Sixth, 75% singing. This one, we said to ourselves, if it needs it, we'll do it. But we found out that it didn't need it. When I first joined this band, I wanted to be a singer like Bruce Dickinson, like Ronnie James Dio, like Freddie Mercury. But that takes a lifetime of work.
Yeah.
And I'm by no means there, nor will I ever truly be there. But I will always work to try to get to that plateau. With Silence, I wanted to show off what I've been working on, and that's the singing.
How did you grow in your singing? Like, what have you done to make it better?
It's just truly nonstop work. I blew my voice out 2 years ago at Rock on the Range from incorrect screaming technique from 12 till I was 28. So immediately after that happened, the first text I get was from Matt from Avenged Sevenfold, and he said, "Hey, I heard you blew your voice out. Is there anything I can do to help?" He put me in touch with his singing teacher, and I've been training with Ron for 2 years now, and ever since that, I feel like I've become the singer I've needed to be.
Complete 180. Like, do you feel like you're better
It's
practicing with your
so
vocal
easy
cords?
because my screaming used to rip my head off and tear my vocal cords apart.
Right.
Now, screaming is so easy and it sounds so much more brutal than it ever used to. Singing's become easier. It's nonstop work. It's when I'm off tour, it's 7 days a week, 1 to 3 hours a day of singing practice. On tour days off, I practice singing. On show days, it's an hour-long warm-up and a 15-minute cool-down.
Wow.
And those are things maybe some people don't need to do. Maybe some people, like I heard Dio never had to warm up. I heard Halford doesn't have to warm up. And those guys are just naturally gifted, amazing singers. And some other bands rely on tracks, rely on backup singers, don't care that they sound like crap. And for me, I'm never going to be content with that. It's always, I want to be the best I possibly can.
Well, we like the fact that you keep elevating yourself and elevating the level of Trivium, and I can't wait to see what comes out next.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. We're bringing them back to Springfield.
Let's do it. We're in.
Like ASAP.
We're in.
It's Matt with Trivium and 97.7 QLZ.